Alright, Shalom Makim. First of all, son, Yahweh, by Shemai Shai. Yahweh Chula Pavneka God Jehovah, Yahshua Chula Pavneka Jesus Christ. Second Guns, Vinna Edison, Apostle Great Millstone. Peace, I take like a visual of one put on that number. So now to the top of the day, I'm basically going into a quick talk about these ideas of women in this present evil world. Now, especially all over social media, these women are out of control, out of order, doing all types of abominable acts in the eyes of the Lord, man. And they won't get judged for that. So I'm just going into a couple of precepts. And also another thing for you, and if you women believe that you can survive this thing on your own, Jacob's trouble on your own, without a man of the Lord, man, you going off. Especially if you're not in this truth or in the know. You ain't surviving. You ain't surviving shit, cause you're gonna still take that Maxine. You're gonna still take the ship, and your ass gonna still get judged by the Lord. All right, Proverbs chapter 21, verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a continuous and an angry woman. So man, it basically just telling you, man, it's better to just go out in the wilderness, live with nature, live with the animals, than be surrounded by a always angry, always disrespectful woman. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and say, I have done no wickedness. Man, it's like these women do. It's like these women out here today, man. They always be like these adulterous women. Oh, always switch from one man to another. Always be like, I ain't done nothing wrong. I'm just living my life the way I want to live it. Can't nobody judge me. I do what I want to do. So on and so on, man. They always proclaim they have done nothing wrong. Well, now this is a big scripture. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to upset authority over the men, but to be in silence. Now this basically means that no woman is supposed to take on the job of teaching. The only ones who's supposed to teach are the men, and the woman should not be over the men, but to be in silence. Now this in the New Testament as well, so you Christians cannot be like, well, let's down the way with you can't follow that law. This in the New Testament, and to be honest, you're supposed to follow all the laws of the scriptures. The only law that's truly done away with is the law of sacrifice. That's the only law that's truly done away with, because Yahweh came in flesh. All right, it's like I'm getting off topic, but all right, Mark chapter 10, verse 12, and if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committed adultery. So that basically means if a woman divorce her husband and go on to another one, she committed adultery, man. Though the Lord, man, man. The only way for a woman to truly, according to scripture, to be able to move on to another person is if her husband died. That's the only way a woman can truly move on. If you divorce him, you move on to somebody else, you commit adultery, man. Because a marriage is supposed to be eternal. Oh, I see. That's why I was touching on Romans chapter 7, verse 3. So then, if her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from the law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. So basically, if her husband liveth and she decide to, move away, carry on like her life, go on to another man, she an adulterer. But if the husband died, she is free of the law. That means she can go on and marry another man. All right. All right, come. Well, that was all for today. Shalom Market and a Baba.